Yeah, so let's get back to show me the money part. So Calvin omitted the fact that there's no records. That's not a problem to him. So he just want to talk to Sam and believe whatever Sam says. He doesn't want to look at the records. And if you look, and he wants to omit all the small spendings, $50 million, $200 million. $200 million is small spending. That's very convenient. He says he didn't know that Binance was a shareholder of FTX. So he invested in FTX without looking at the cap table. But he was very specific in the way he counts for a transaction 2 years ago. So that's kind of contradictory. So I think Calvin's a liar. So I think he's lying about a bunch of stuff. So that's his problem. To us, we want to be transparent. We want to set the golden standard for reliability, solidness in this space.
Do it.
And
we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks taking a beating. We had Jerome in the house yesterday, and he leaves us with another rate hike. And guys, we're going to continue to pump and dump until they're ready to pull that rug in the first quarter of next year. Remember, we're going to have another big pullback the first quarter, and then going in towards the fourth quarter, we'll get another big pullback. And this time, it will be no recovery. We're going to be riding into the fourth industrial revolution. Now, don't forget we have options tomorrow. We know we have another pullback tomorrow in crypto. And then, guys, do not forget to pay attention to your actual indicators. It is so important. Of course, we have yield rates, which we see they are pushing down. Also, we have the dollar, which is losing steam. And then we have volume, we have Tether, we have USDC, and we see USDC moving into that fourth spot over BNB. And then, guys, of course, we have the Fed. Repo still over 2 trillion. We have the 50 basis point hike, which we know that's the reason why they're pulling back. But remember, guys, the stock market, cryptos, all of it's controlled by an algorithm. We'll continue on pumping and dumping. Don't let it scare you. But we had Jerome Powell speaking yesterday, saying they're not letting up on interest rate hikes, guys. They're here to destroy this legacy economy. He did contradict himself a few times when it comes to the recession. We clearly know a recession is already here. We're about to roll into a Great Depression. Remember, the Fed printed all this money, 20% of all money in existence, in order to create all this inflation. And then we know behind all this inflation, we see wage increases, prices going up, but then we also know small businesses are taking a beating. We're going to see mass layoffs, and we know these corporations are going to use that 15% tax that Biden put on for Building Back America, Inflation Reduction Act, whatever you want to call it. It's going to cause these corporations to lay off even more. They've already done a few, but going into 2023 and 2024, it's going to be a whole lot more. And guys, remember, this is basic math. All these big corporations were borrowing free money, 0% interest money. Now the Fed's funds rate is almost at 5%, guys. So these corporations are not going to be borrowing money. And remember, guys, all the money that they normally make, they put it right back in the company. They do stock buybacks and also paying out these big dividends. They weren't putting the money back into the company. And this goes back to the 80s with Ronald Reagan. And now that the free money is out the window, now we have the emerging markets coming out of poverty into the middle class. Now you're not going to be getting cheap labor anymore. And that's the reason why Biden is trying to bring manufacturing back to the United States, promoting the climate agenda. But guys, we know that the robots, algorithms, and drones are going to take over this economy. Who's going to be driving cars with no pedal and no steering wheel? That's right, guys, not you. And now that we have crypto, remember crypto means hidden message, hidden meaning. Now these robots and algorithms and drones have money. And you're not going to be able to cheat the robot, algorithm, and drone because it's sitting on blockchain. It gives the NWO the all-seeing eye. And like Senator Toomey stated in the FTX hearing, he talked about stable coins, programmable money. And we know that's what the politicians have been pushing. We know that's what Kevin O'Leary has been pushing, because they're going to be able to tell you what, where, and when and how to buy. So yes, you'll be getting that free money, that universal basic income, but it's going to come with a price. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now guys, do not forget about Grayscale's at $15.8 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Amber Group acquires Singapore crypto exchange Sparrow. And we know Singapore has been leading this digital transformation. Now we have Senator Warren and Marshall introduce new money laundering legislation for crypto. And guys, we know the banks are the biggest what? I'm going to let you finish that. Now we have Web3 domain provider Unstoppable Domains to integrate with Etherscan and Polygon Scan. And we know how important interoperability is. And we have the SEC approves 9 more Wisdom Tree blockchain-enabled funds. And they're using Ethereum and Stellar, even though they're not digital assets. But guys, they're using the blockchain, and this is very important. And then lastly, which should be on your mainstream media, we have new Bitcoin and Ethereum futures ETFs launching in Hong Kong. And we know anything that's being ran in Hong Kong needs China, the mainland, approval. So guys, you're definitely witnessing the rise of the emerging markets in China, the fall of America to Babylon, and the rise of China the dragon. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, It's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chips house, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks and see where the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks. You have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.